Hello Calgary, my name is Justin Worthy with the Top Calgary Real Estate team at Remax House of Real Estate. We hope everybody's staying both safe and healthy. Over the next little while, we are going to be interviewing local businesses in an effort to bring information, tips, tricks, and ways to enhance your time at home. We hope you find this information helpful. We will be interviewing Dorothy with Great West Radon today, and she's going to help educate us on radon, things to look out for, and educate us ourselves while we're at home. So Dorothy, thank you so much for joining us.
No worries. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So first and foremost, Dorothy, what is radon?
Sure. Yeah. So radon is a odorless, colorless, tasteless gas that it's naturally occurring. It comes from uranium deposits in the ground. But when it builds to high levels in our homes, especially newer homes that have become more energy efficient, it builds to such high level that when we're exposed to those high levels over a long period of time, it's been directly linked to lung cancer. Radon is actually this #1 cause of lung cancer in non-smokers. So it's a growing health concern, and there's a lot of research around showing the health benefits of reducing your radon gas levels in your home.
Wow, very interesting. And how do you test for radon?
So there's a number of ways. The biggest thing to remember about radon testing is ensuring that it's a long-term average. So having digital monitor plugged in for one day, people see a certain number and they kind of tend to panic. And the biggest thing to remember is that radon is fluctuating all the time based on weather patterns and a variety of other factors. So having a long-term average of a minimum of 90 days and up to 1 year is the key to knowing what your actual radon exposure is in your home. Do the long-term test kit, which is the most inexpensive option. It's $65. That includes the shipping to your home, back to the lab, and analysis. And that's just like a very simple little black puck that you leave in your home, and you follow the instructions on where to put it. And the lab will send you a report. It's something that realtors can use in terms of sale of a home. So homeowners can prepare for selling their homes by doing a radon test in advance. That way you can show sellers that your home has acceptable levels. There's also digital monitors that tell you results quite quickly within about 3-4 hours or so. But again, leaving those out for a long enough period of time that you have an average, that is something that is the most important thing. So the digital monitors cost a lot more, but those can be reset and used over and over again. So there's a different method for everybody. Some people want to know right away, and some people are fine with waiting, and the price points reflect that, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And what do you do if you find out that the radon levels in your home are high?
Right, so the levels that are acceptable in Canada, the maximum action level is 200 becquerels per cubic meter. The becquerel is the measurement unit for radon. And the World Health Organization says 100 becquerels per cubic meter. So the 200 level, just because it's the maximum doesn't mean that it's safe. That's just the level that you should most definitely act on. And if your levels are anywhere in that threshold or higher, we would install what's called an active soil depressurization system. Sometimes they're called subslab depressurization systems. And essentially what it is coring a hole into the slab of your home in the furnace room. It'll blend in with the furnace room. It's not a big eyesore or anything. And then inline piping goes in, and then a radon fan gets installed, and then it gets vented out the side of your home. So as soon as it gets exposed to the outside air, the radon levels immediately dissipate, and it's no longer going to be building to those unnaturally high levels within the home.
Okay, excellent. How long have people sort of known about radon?
It's been around for a long time. They've actually come to the realization that radon gas would cause cancer in a lot of miners in uranium mines. So the research around it has been around for quite a long time, and it's just more recently come to light in terms of modern day health concerns and how can we fix this, and why are levels within the home building to such a high level. So it's just like there's a lot of things, right? Smoking eventually became a health concern when they did more research on it, as well as a lot of other things, asbestos, those types of things. So it's just the more research that has been done over time, but it has definitely been looked into for quite a while.
Okay, very, very interesting.
Mhm.
Do you have any interesting stats that you could share with us on radon?
Yeah, so the Evict Radon organization, they're a research team that's based out of the University of Calgary. They're huge in the radon industry. They're doing amazing work. And they just published their most recent findings in this past January. And the number one thing that kind of brought things to light was the fact that the Western Canadian Prairie provinces are the second most radon exposed population on the planet, only second to Poland. So that was something that I think a lot of people didn't realize, is how much uranium we have in the ground and how much more radon exposure we have here compared to anywhere else. So that was big. Something a lot of people want to know too, that kids are more affected, and pets, because of their higher respiratory rates. And kids tend to play a lot in the basement, a lot of playrooms and stuff. So testing your home when you have little kids is really important as well. In dental x-rays, like a comparison for dental x-rays, having a home that has 100 becquerel radon levels would be the equivalent of radiation exposure as having 175 dental x-rays a year.
Wow.
So yeah, stuff like that just kind of hits home in terms of numbers if you're a statistics person, for sure.
Absolutely. How are you guys servicing your clients during the COVID-19 epidemic?
So we have an online store. So while people are cooped up at home trying to scratch things off that to-do list, we have the online store where you can purchase. Your package will be delivered to your home within 2 business days. If you are somebody who's already tested for radon and your levels are high and you wish to address that, we can do Zoom quotes, or we can have an online form on our website where you can just fill it out. And then if we need extra photos, we can contact you about that, but we can provide you with a mitigation quote on that front. And then we'll be booking mitigations based on when the climate changes. I mean, it seems like the dynamic of things is changing on a day-to-day basis, but we can book quotes based on when it's safe for everybody.
Okay, that's awesome. Thank you so much. And Dorothy, thank you so much for taking the time today to introduce us to what radon is and educate us on it. And Dorothy with Great West Radon, we appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you. Thanks for taking the time to bring this to light and educate people. That's half our job, so we appreciate it.
Of course.